All right, everybody, buckle up because we are diving into something kind of wild today. We're talking about micromanaging dot engineers.
Yeah, you heard that right. Micromanaging.
And I know everyone's probably thinking, hold on, isn't micromanagement like the kiss of death? But before you hit that unsubscribe button, hear us out.
We're putting a totally new spin on micromanagement in the age of AI coding. We've got this super interesting article from Emergent. It's called You Should Micromanage Your Engineers. Sort of.
And honestly, the title alone had us hooked.
Right, like what does that even mean?
Mhm.
So we're going deep on this one, trying to figure out what Ian Ruffley and Adam Judelson, the authors, are really getting at here.
Are we saying that old school micromanagement is back, but this time it's for engineers armed with AI?
Not quite. The thing is, with AI tools cranking out code at warp speed, there's a whole new set of challenges. Like, how do you maintain control over code quality? And how do you make sure the project is actually moving in the right direction?
So it's less about the engineer and more about the AI needing a little dot supervision.
Exactly. Yeah, AI can write code, sure, but does it really get the nuances of the project, the big picture, the long-term goals? Not necessarily.
Okay, so paint me a picture here. What's the worst case scenario if we just let AI code without any guardrails?
Imagine this. AI spits out this huge chunk of code, looks great on the surface, but underneath, it's riddled with technical debt. Like shortcuts and workarounds that seem fine now, but later, total nightmare. Buggy software, inefficient code, you name it, it can really come back to bite you.
Oof. Yeah, that sounds like a giant headache waiting to happen.
And don't forget, these AI models are trained on tons and tons of existing code, which, let's be honest, probably has some hidden biases or outdated practices lurking in there. So you're not careful, that stuff can end up baked into the AI's output. Not ideal.
So that's where this whole micromanagement 2.0 thing comes in, right? But what does that actually look like? Are we talking about like managers standing over engineers' shoulders while they're writing AI prompts?
Thankfully, no. Think of it more like setting really, really specific parameters for the AI coding tool, like enforcing a certain coding style, sticking to strict security protocols, that kind of thing.
So you're basically becoming a code choreographer.
Exactly. You're guiding the AI to produce exactly what you need without any nasty surprises down the road.
It's less about controlling the engineer and more about making sure that AI colors inside the lines, so to speak.
Right. You got to make sure that AI is a precision instrument, not a runaway train. And that might mean managers need to be more hands-on, reviewing the AI's output, spotting potential issues early on.
This is definitely making me think differently about the whole management dynamic.
Yeah.
What's your take on this for someone listening who's, say, knee-deep in the software development world right now?
I'd say get ready, because the rules of the game are changing. The skills that got you here might not be enough in this new era of AI. You'll need a deeper understanding of how AI works, how to set those crucial constraints.
It's like learning a whole new language almost.
In a way, yeah. It's not just about writing code anymore. It's about shaping how the AI writes code. And that requires a different mindset. And for leaders especially, guiding your team in this new landscape is going to require new playbooks.
That is fascinating, but it makes you wonder, are there any potential downsides here? Are we just trading one set of problems for another? Like, could this stifle creativity and innovation? You know, if everyone's so focused on making sure that AI is following all the rules.
That's the million-dollar question, right? And honestly, it's something we all need to be grappling with. As we go further down this road, this whole dance between management, engineers, and AI, that's going to be a constant balancing act.
It's uncharted territory.
Exactly. But finding that sweet spot, that balance, that's going to be crucial in the years to come for all of us.
Wow, that is a seriously thought-provoking note to end on. So it sounds like this whole micromanaging the AI thing, it's not about going back to the bad old days of like micromanagement. It's about realizing that the future of work, especially in tech, is going to look very different. And figuring out this whole new set of rules, that's a challenge we're all going to face together.